Hello everyone, welcome to another part of our COVID-19 data tracker app. And previously we have created our blocks. We have two blocks here, one for fetching the country and another one for fetching the summary. And then we are done with the data layer. We have created our data source, repositories and others. And today we're gonna play with the UI stuff. So let's do it. Now I have created some folders here. One is this utils folder, and inside this I have created a file helper, and this file is for some functions that we're gonna use across the app. So far I have created two functions here. One is for converting the color code into color widget, hex color code to color widget, and then another one is for converting the timestamp. If you look at our app, this is our app where we're gonna show a date here, just here, which will show us the current date. So for that we have created this function which will take a timestamp, and then it's converting the timestamp into date time. And finally we are formatting this stuff. And now let's look at the pub/spec YAML. We need this package for that, intl package, and this package is for it's not mandatory, but I am using it for a widget. I will show you that later. So this helper function, helper class, is for some functions that we're gonna use across the app. And then I have created another file here inside the resources directory. I have created the colors file. As I said earlier, this resource directory is for the app resources like strings, images, fonts and colors. So I have created a color file here with several colors which I'm gonna use in the app later. Now look at the app. We have a summary page here. Now I'm going to create this summary page. So, and also I have created a folder here, widgets, for the common widgets which we're gonna use across the app. So for example, we need to show loading indicator in several places, also this error UI. So I have put all these widgets, common widgets, in a separate place, and we can access them anywhere, anytime in our app. So this file contains two widgets, one for loading indicator and then another one for showing an error message, which is nothing but a text widget at the center of the screen and with a red color. And then this is the widgets folder where we're gonna put the common widgets. And then I have created another folder here which is pages, and inside this folder I am going to create these two pages, one for summary and one for this list. So I have created this page, Corona summary page, where I have created these widgets. As the focus of this video is not UI, I have done this UI part already. It is not complicated at all. Some widgets, a list view with some widget. This is a list view, and here is a text view, text widget at the top, and then a widget for showing the date, and then here is a circular widget, which what we can create manually, but I have as you saw, I have added a package here, which is this package. This is not mandatory. You can create yourself this widget, this circular widget. So for that I have created this widget, and so simple, some text widgets in a list view, not complicated at all. So I have done this UI part, and I have created a separate widget which will return us the list view with all those text fields. text widgets. Now time for implementing the block. I have not done it here, I will show you. And here I have taken two variables, screen height and screen width. As you can see, mediaquery.off.context, and this will return as the height of the screen, and this will return as the width of the screen. And here I am returning the scaffold widget and the single child scroll view as the body of the scaffold, and then there is this container, and as the color of the container, this container is the body here, as you can see, and this is the dark BG. This is the color of the container. This is the background color. And then we're gonna implement the block here. So let's do that. Now we should have an instance of the block. As if you can remember, we have created a block for this summary page, which was Corona summary block. Let's create an instance for that, Corona summary block. Maybe I'm spelling wrong. I always forget the name. Corona summary block, CoronaBloc. Actually, CoronaBloc. Okay, I should name it Corona summary, but okay, then again, continue. CoronaBloc. Okay, we have an instance of the CoronaBloc, and let's make it an stateful widget. And now it is a stateful widget, and inside the init state you're gonna initialize the block. So let's initialize this block here. CoronaBloc is equal, we're gonna use the block provider dot off context and specify the block type here, which is CoronaBloc, right? Now if we run this app, we're gonna have an error because we are not providing block up the tree. So this initialization gonna give us an error. So we should provide the block at the it is best if you can provide the block from the topmost widget. So we're gonna do this later, but for now let's complete this summary page. And we have initialized the block. Now to check the states for the block. Now remember, this page is loaded as soon as the app gets started. So we need to call the event inside the init block. So let's add that event, which was, as always, I have forgot the name, which is fetch Corona summary. This is the name of the event. Let's add that. Okay, import the file. Okay, then inside the body, now we're gonna check the states. So for that we have a widget provided by the package Flutter block, which is block builder, and we should specify the block and the state here. So our block is CoronaBloc and the state is Corona summary state, maybe. yeah, corona summary state. Okay, and then here we have a builder which will take a context and state. Now time to check the states. So if the state, so if the state is initial, I'll check all the states here. If state is corona summary initial, corona, this one, corona summary initial, then we're gonna show something else if the state is corona summary loading, corona summary loading state, then we will show another widget else if the state is corona loaded, maybe corona summary loaded, yeah, corona summary loaded, and another state is corona summary failure. Okay, now we have checked all the 4 states here. All the 4 states are being checked here. If we miss anyone and if that state is returned, then if we don't return anything for the state, for a state, then we're gonna have an error. So now here we have checked all the possible states. Now time to return appropriate widgets for the states. So initially, when the state is initial, we should show a loading indicator, which is built loading UI, and then same widget here as well, loading state. And we could actually reduce the state number of the states. Initial state and loading state are as are same. We could actually use one state here, but then again let's continue. And for failure, we have created another widget which was built error UI, which expects a message, and that message is from the state. And for successful state, we have created this widget which is returning a list view with all these items, right? So return build success UI, and it is taking a state, the corona summary loaded state. Done. And inside this widget we are showing some static data. Also I'm using a font here, this font. So we are showing some static data, and as well we are showing some data from these states. You can see here. So that these are all about the UI, and we have done implementing the BLoC for this page. So that's all for this video. We are done with this summary page, and in the next video I'm going to create this countries page, and finally we're gonna do something inside this main.dart file. So that's all for this video. If you do like what you saw, then please do subscribe to my channel and share this video with other Flutter developers. So have a good day.